When situations come up that are really ugly or painful, wow, how do we react to it? That's the key issue. Because if we want to remain center, we got to look inside. So let's say somebody, once I was having this conversation, what are you talking about? Look at what's happening in Gaza, all that suffering and all that, which is true. I'm not doubting that. However, despite all that pain, how we react to all that horror and pain is really where the action's at. So somebody could look at that situation and just condemn the whole thing. You know, politics are really crazy and judge this and judge that. Understandable, but not helpful, because that just adds more judgment, more anger, more rancor, more hatred to the world. Instead, at that moment, you can choose to say, okay, this has gone far enough. I will really do whatever I can to help. In other words, you're coming from compassion. You're coming from understanding. How we choose to react to those situations is so much more important than the original pain. That's why it's often said, pain is inevitable. That's just part of life. But suffering is optional, because suffering depends on how we choose to react to that pain. So we could look at that same horrible situation in Gaza, as so many of you, I know you are, and look at it with compassion. Yes, it's time to speak truth to power, and we do it in our own life, you know, with our own bosses or cohorts or whatever, you know. So our reaction to all the horrors of the world is way more important than the original horrors. So keep that in mind. And by the way, if you're new to Wisdom Sushi Bites, thank you, and please join us and follow us, and we can together help improve the world by raising consciousness. And thank you.